stuff, Cricket.
Yeah,
What do you think?
man, it's that time of year. Getting riled up. We're going to start seeing some of these guys move around a little bit and get a better idea what teams are looking forward heading into the draft next month. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the NFL. For it to be such a dead period, seems like there's a lot going on right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's never a dull moment in the NFL. Sorry.
So you think they'll put women in Madden next year?
Do I think they'll put women in Madden?
Yeah. I mean, what's the difference?
You know what?
What's the difference? I don't think you do any better in baseball than you would in football.
You know what's funny is if the NFL did that if Madden did that this next year, especially after how big of a backfiring this is going to have for MLB, it'd be so stupid. I hope they do, just so I can laugh at how stupid they're being.
Do it. It'll probably be a clip like the you remember the Water Boy when Michigan put the towel boy in? He runs that little slant right across the middle. It'll probably look real similar to that.
Probably. Hold on.
Luku says hard F. Yeah. Not bad, y'all. Help me a little.
All right, SD14 fan. I sent it to you, but I am going to get these posters going, but I sent you a copy.
I'm really upset that I used bad language. I'm sorry.
Just need to apologize. Get me fired up. I can't help it.
All right, let's just go down my Twitter timeline real quick and see what's going on in the world.
Isn't that usually what we do?
Yeah, but I kind of had some things mapped out here. Now I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to scroll down.
You didn't expect the that one segment to last that long, huh?
No.
Didn't expect
Actually,
that one
I had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah. See, I feel like that's why you couldn't sleep. That's why you was up early this morning. You was excited. Didn't have nothing to do with them babies. Don't blame it on them babies. You're just excited.
Shout out to Beardo, by the way. He's the one I heard. The reason I found out about this was because he brought it up on one of their shows yesterday, and I was like, and he was fired up about it. And I was like,
I need to bring him in here with me. We need to get him in here Friday.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I like ranting with Beardo. That day you had to leave early. Beardo handled my cowherd rant with me very well.
Oh yeah, when Beardo gets fired up, that's a
lot of fun too.
Funny. Sure is. The Minnesota Vikings are expected to show interest in former 49ers first round pick Trey Lance. That's kind of crazy.
I think somebody needs to be, man. I feel like this guy, and I know we don't have any body of work really, but I don't know that we know for sure yet. The guy's obviously got some talent. I mean, if you're a place like Minnesota, you're going to get rid of Kirk Cousins. Like, why not take a chance? There's a lot of teams out there with some really bad quarterbacks. Why not take a chance on this guy just in case? Just in case.
Surprise, surprise, a woman trying to steal your idea and take it over, Will.
She going to fight you, man. You get her fired up.
Will needs Beardo for tomorrow at noon. I'll shoot him a message, see if he wants to come on.
He might be able to make that tomorrow at noon, man.
Yeah. That's so funny, Pissant.
Surprise, surprise. He said,
I want a shirt. You can do posters.
I want a shirt. You can do posters. Come on.
Ask if you want one too.
Never mind. You're not getting one now, she said. She's going to get one for you, man. You don't come in here throwing shade. You ain't even getting one now. I can see that dude. He'd totally wear that to the job site.
Oh, that's funny. The Bears are reportedly not getting the trade market they thought they would for Justin Fields. This whole quarterback thing in the NFL is interesting. Like, we're just talking about the Vikings there. There's been like 6, 7, 8 different people linked to who's going to be the Vikings quarterback. We still don't know this far into the offseason. No. Justin Fields is reportedly going to be gone from Chicago yet. And it was supposed to be Atlanta, but then now it's not Atlanta. Now we don't know what's going on in the world. Kirk Cousins is rumored to be buying a house in Atlanta. Russell Wilson's supposed to be going to Pittsburgh. It's just like, when is this musical chairs of quarterbacks going to finally end?
When the first domino falls, when one of these guys winds up landing spot, you'll have a better idea, and all this stuff will kind of.
And then everyone's going to panic.
Plays out in a matter of a few days. After the first one signs, it's kind of like just a domino effect.
It's going to be interesting though to see, because it's going to kind of show their hand for the NFL draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we already know that Chicago's probably taking a quarterback at 1 and not going to trade the pick. But if they trade Justin Fields, then we definitely know that that's going to happen, right?
Right. And maybe that's the thing, you don't want to. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, everybody knows they're taking a quarterback with that pick right there. But you want to act like, well, we might trade it back, yada yada. Try
They
to
might.
get
They
more
don't have that
value.
much draft capital. I was looking at their draft capital. It's like they have a first, they have 2 firsts, second, third, fourth, and that's it.
I mean, I've said all along I thought they should trade that pick back and get some more capital out of it. And I'm not sold that any of those, especially coming in as rookies, none of those guys are going to give you a better chance to win than Justin Fields right now. Trade back, get some draft capital, try to build that roster around him, and let's see what the guy can do. He's gotten better, man. He's gotten better since he got in the league. Is he a world beater? Is he an all-pro? Probably not. But we don't know that it's not in there somewhere. The guy's a freak athlete, and he's gotten progressively better. Who's not to say he doesn't continue to get better? You see that a lot of times in the NFL, man. Guys that struggle the first couple of years, and all of a sudden it just clicks for a quarterback, and they take a big step up. You've seen that.
Buku says Fields has no trade value. I read something about that. So what do they do? I don't think he has no trade value. I just think the Bears want like a first-round pick for him, maybe even a high second-round pick, and no one's willing to give that up. You got to remember the value of these quarterbacks is their contract. The reason why people give up a bunch to get up there and get one of these top 3 picks and draft one of those quarterbacks, because you get them on a rookie deal for 5 years, right? Justin Fields is coming into what? Is it year 4 now? Year 4. So he's got
3 or 4.
Yeah. So he's got 2 years left on that contract. One of them, which you have to pay in the 5th-year option. The 5th-year option is still cheap for a quarterback, but it's way, way more than the first 4 years,
Yeah. It does go up pretty exponentially right there.
Yeah, you go from making like $5 million a year to making like $25 million a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, it does go up like about 5 or 6 times.
Now, as a starting quarterback in the league, you should be up around 50 if you're a good starting quarterback, right? So it's still cheaper, but you only got 2 years left on it. So why would people give up, a first round draft pick for him? Especially, I mean, let's be honest, he still hasn't. He's not proven. There's a reason why Chicago's moving on from him. I know a lot of people like him. A lot of people think he's going to be, he's going to work out just fine, but he's still not he's not a for sure lock.
I agree with you there. I do. I just, like I said, I don't know that drafting one of those quarterbacks gives me a better shot. Now, if you're going all rebuild mode, that's fine. But I still think all rebuild mode would be better off trading that pick back. I think you could still do your rebuild mode and probably transition it a little easier with Justin Fields running the show. I know they're going to screw up, wind up taking Caleb Williams. That's what the Bears do, man. That's what they do. And I promise you put Caleb Williams on that team right now, that the way that team is with that roster right now, it's going to be a bad deal. You'll be like, damn, I wish we'd have hung on to number 1.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll end up grabbing Tyrone Smith and beefing up that offensive line or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. They got the money to do it.
I'm a Patriot here, man. I don't know why nobody is talking about Cooper Rush to go and give him a shot somewhere. Every time the guy gets thrown into the fire when Dak gets hurt or whatever, wins games. What do you go, like 3-1 last year or something when Dak was hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy wins games and gives you a chance to win, a good game manager. I'm surprised nobody is talking about that guy at all. I'm surprised nobody talked about that guy at all last year with all the injuries, maybe trying to trade him at the trade deadline and stuff. They're obviously going to pay Dak and all that. And so it's like, why not somebody take a chance on Cooper Rush? What do you got to lose?
New York Jets. Vikings were such big fans of Lance. Why didn't they trade for Lance when he was in San Francisco? Because he was on the trading block. Everyone knew.
Well, I don't know if they're such big fans. You can just get him now.
That's what Buku says. Buku doesn't lie.
He doesn't. Not to me. So I mean, I don't know. You just get him at a much bigger, even with the rookie contract, you would have got him then. Like, you're going to get him at a discount. What, you get him league minimum now, probably? No, I guess he's still got a contract.
Yeah.
It ain't much, though. It ain't much compared to
what. How'd you like this thumbnail? To kind of throw you off a little bit? Did you know what we were going to talk about?
I wasn't sure. I was trying to pull it all together there, but it said, like, I assumed it was going to be something about the 19th. And it said, hey, rich boys. And then all I could think about was Tom Hanks yelling, there's no crying in baseball. So I was like, figured I'd just wait and see what happens.
The Los Angeles Chargers, who have to make a lot of cuts this next week, they started it off by releasing Eric Kendricks. It's going to save him $6.5 million cap space. That's going to be a good piece for Kendricks. Still has some left in the tank. He's going to be a good piece for a certain team that picks him up.
It's pretty crazy. If I'm not mistaken, I read an article of it. I think this guy was born on Leap Day.
Oh, so he's only like 4 or 5 years old?
Something like that. Playing well in the league, too, to only be 4 or 5.
Yeah. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Impressive. Where do you think he lands?
It depends. If I don't know what the market is for him.
Yeah.
Like if he wants to go play for a contender, or if someone wants to throw him some extra money to get him on a team like the Patriots or something like that,
So if the Chargers are releasing him, why are we showing him in a Vikings uniform there?
I don't. What?
I don't know about mid, man.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I was gonna say that's what them Cowboys fans do, man. As soon as they leave, and they got no love for you anymore. You're on the other side now. Cowboys Island.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No, Fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, fugazi. It's a wazi. It's a woozy. It's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist.
That was the Cowboys fans after they played the Packers. It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi. See you next fall.
No. We're undefeated. We're really good at home. No.
Yeah,
It's a fugazi.
yeah. It's a fugazi. It's a wazi. It's a woozy.
Cowboys being undefeated at home, then they lose in the playoffs at home, first round.
Just
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
nope.
Someone hacked Patriot. Yes.
Yep, sure enough, man. Sure
Hey,
enough.
you called this one, man. I'm pretty sure you were saying that the Bucks were going to use their franchise tag on Anton Winfield Jr. here, and you were right, man.
I thought they should, man. I'm happy about this. I wouldn't mind seeing this guy get signed to 3-4 year deal, long term deal, whatever. Great player on our defense, man. One of the leaders on that defense. Really is a guy that plays balls to the wall every game, doesn't quit, plays through the whistle, not to the whistle. You saw a couple different plays this year where he made big time plays in big time games that wind up helping them get to that playoffs, forcing turnovers through the end zone, things like that, where he's just playing balls out all the way through the whistle. Man, I love this guy. I think he is a kind of the epitome of what it takes to be a Buccaneer right there. So, I mean, I like seeing this guy come back, man. I do. You got to feel good about this guy in your franchise. And I think they did good by using the franchise. They could use that franchise tag on a lot worse folks.
Good signing there by the Bucks. Must be nice having a team doing competent things. I miss those days.
It does, man. I know, dude. And I feel like y'all should be in so much better shape to do better than we are right now.
I don't want to talk about it. There was a whole bunch of other things I didn't.
Entitled little prick.
Didn't retweet. Seahawks released Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, and Will Dissly. Man, that's all my Seahawks friends. They posted this, or one of them was like, "This is how all Seahawks fans feel." Jamal Adams, good, get out of here. Will Dissly, sad. We're gonna miss you, but it was worth the money.
You catch like 6 balls a year, so
yeah, they're like, okay. And then Quandre Diggs, it was just like the sad face. Like, we get it, but we're sad that Quandre has to go.
yeah. Sorry, you guys got to go, but we need some of that money.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jamal Adams, man, golly. That dude just kind of fell off a cliff, bro. Can't stay healthy.
Bad trades. I mean, that was a terrible trade by the Seahawks. Seahawks had a great trade trading Russell Wilson. They had a terrible trade getting him because he could never stay healthy. And then one of the draft picks that the Jets got from the Seahawks, they ended up using to draft Garrett Wilson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pretty solid trade there. Yeah, Jamal Adams, he's just, and I think that dude's got a bunch of head stuff going on. He's obviously confidence in his shot and stuff. But you saw when he freaked out on that dude in that Giants game.
Oh,
yeah. Chewing out the neurosurgeon and stuff.
Well, dude, he's a hell of a player. He just can't stay healthy.
Yeah. That doctor's trying to tell him, bro, you are concussed. I'm trying to help you here. And he's like cussing this guy out, telling him he doesn't know anything. He's like, I'm sorry. I only spent 15 years in school learning about the human brain. But you know more than I do, Jamal Adams.
The Cowboys are favored to land Jamal Adams.
Do what?
Cowboys are the favorite to land Jamal Adams, and that's got to be a nightmare for future 4-6. You don't want this dude.
Yeah. Lay your thoughts on that for us, Patriot. What do you think about that right there?
Talent-wise, you want him, but he's not available ever.
But baggage-wise, you do not.
Not even baggage, dude. Who cares if he was a nutcase? If he was healthy and out there every single game, it wouldn't matter. You could deal with him being a nutcase, but he's just not available.
Even that game against the Giants where he got the concussion like 7 minutes into the game, that first 7 minutes, that dude was flying around everywhere making plays, man.
Yeah.
So he's got the talent. He just he hadn't been able to stay healthy. I think he got too many head games going on for that guy.